All right, many fun things in store for the week ahead, right? And that includes Halloween. You got your Halloween plans all mapped out. Quite a few things to keep in mind to make sure that, the kiddos have a fun time, a safe time, Liz.
That's the whole idea here, Matt, and that's why Matt Venezia is live with first responders at the St. George Fire Department. They're covering all things Halloween safety this morning. Matt, good morning.
Yes, Liz, Halloween safety, that's on the docket here today. Miss Meg Kling here, obviously with the St. George Fire Department, joining me here today. Over the years, you guys have, I'm sure, seen plenty of calls on the 31st, leading up to the 31st in a couple of days here. But maybe we start with, obviously, the maybe more targeted group here, the kids dressing up, going out trick-or-treating, a couple of things to keep in mind. Can we start with the costumes? Maybe some things that parents might need to have on there to keep their kids kind of sticking out from the others?
Absolutely. So a couple of the biggest things that we love to talk about with costumes are maybe adding some reflective tape, just some basic glow-in-the-dark stuff, even just to their little candy bags, to their shoes, especially if the costumes are very, very dark. You don't want to think about little kids running around like ghouls, but in all black, but sometimes that's what they want, and parents want to deliver on that. So we want to make sure that they're as safe as can be in those. Additionally, if they are dressed up like little ghouls or anything else where there are lots of, something's hanging off of them, we want to make sure that that's also not a trip hazard for them, because the last thing they need to be doing is running across the street, cars coming by, and they're tripping on themselves, or tripping in general, of course. And then also, if they have masks, we need to make sure they can see. Little kids love those masks, but at the same time, we want to make sure that they're having as much safe fun as possible, so we want to make it an all-over safe environment for them.
And speaking of, going around potentially, on that route of trick-or-treating, wanting to look out for cars, things like that. Also, how important is it for parents to know the route of their trick-or-treaters, whether it's the really young ones, maybe the teenage kids, making sure they know where the kids are throughout the neighborhood or wherever they're trick-or-treating?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So what I've seen a couple of the neighborhoods actually doing is setting up little kind of route mappers on the Nextdoor app and a couple of other different area groups. So that's been a really nice thing to see, because it gives parents the opportunity to really plot it out instead of just saying, okay, maybe let's go down this street or let's go down that street. Just with the way things are, especially with the younger kids, you want to kind of plan a little bit more precisely what you're going to do to keep yourself safe and know exactly where you're going to go. If you think your kids are going somewhere without you, it might be the time to also turn on the tracker if you don't have it on their phone. Maybe slip an AirTag onto your kiddo. Just do what you have to do to keep them safe.
Really important conversation. There's a lot of apps that help you do that easily. Meg, thank you so much for that. Halloween, though, as we know, not just for the little kids, parents, adults, right? Those parties, things like that of that nature. Staying safe for the adults, that is coming up in your next half hour. Guys?